everyone, I'm Kedasha, and today I've got a new GitHub feature for you to check out. Over the past few months, we've been shipping a lot of feature enhancements and improvements to GitHub Projects. Today, we have Senior Product Manager Riley here to tell us all about the new Project Roadmaps feature. Riley, over to you.
Thanks, Kedasha. So let's get into it. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about roadmaps. So I want to focus on and show you all how you can get up and get started using your roadmap. So you can see here, I'm on my table view. So I've broken this and grouped it down by team so I can see what everyone is working on, what the status is, what the priorities of my items are. But if I want to visualize this in a different way and see how all of my items are working together, what's in progress, and what's coming up next, then I can go to this drop-down menu and select a roadmap. So you can see it already populated all of my items on the roadmap, and that is because I already had a date or an iteration field already in my project. So it's just as easy as going to the state fields menu to select which fields you'd like to use to drive the roadmap. And really, I mean, what a roadmap is that it's a visual way for you to see your project items and just your projects and your work over time. So it allows you and all of your teams to stay up to date and stay in tune with what is ongoing, what has been worked on in the past, what is coming up in the future. And it's really a central place for everyone to stay aligned and stay on the same page as far as what is being worked on and what's coming up next. So as far as using a roadmap, again, it's really easy to set up if you already have your project and your project items, as it will automatically populate your items on this timeline. But if you want to make any changes to your items, you can easily do that by dragging and dropping to adjust the items. So if I know that this current item for new launch screen designs is going to take a little bit longer, then it's just as easy as dragging the end date for these items. Or if I know that my team is not going to be able to investigate the loading error message, then I can just push that off a couple more days. And if I have items within my project that do not already have a date field associated with them, then it's as easy as me navigating to this canvas and just having a single click to populate it and adjusting the dates as needed. So it's really easy to get started with your roadmap. It's really easy to add new items and add new dates so that you can use this just as easily as you've been using your other project views. And it's very similar behavior and really easy to customize and to set up. So if a month view is a little bit too zoomed in and I want to zoom out and have a little bit less of a granular view, then I can look at it from a quarter or even a year time span to get a little bit of a zoomed out view. If I wanted to change any of the sorting behavior, if I want to look at everything by my start dates or by another field in my project, such as priority or the team that is assigned or the status, then I'm able to do that as well. But for now, I'm going to switch back to the start date so I can see everything in a clean and lined up fashion. And just like all of the other project views that you're already using, within this dropdown, you can change the group. So right now I'm grouped by team just to have an idea of how all of my teams are working together. But if I want to change that to, say, a priority grouping, or even with the new task list to look by tracked by, then I'm able to do that as well. So again, we're really focused on making this flexible and easy to use for everyone so that depending how you and your teams work, it is easy to get started and get using your roadmaps.
I really like how easy it is to add new items to the roadmap. Did I see you just do a long click down on the roadmap and then an item just populated?
Yeah, so it's not even a long click down. It's a very easy single click to be able to add it. So if I want to look into an error that I was seeing, and for now I just want to keep this as a draft until I'm ready to add it as an issue, then it is as easy as scrolling over to the date that you want to see and then clicking. In this case, I want to look into it next Monday. And if I think it's going to take a little bit longer, then I can just easily drag and drop to extend these. So very easy to add new items, add new dates, and of course, alongside adding drafts, you can also look for any specific issues and bulk add them from any repositories that you would like to. Otherwise, adding them from this new handy create new issue pane where you can add in some starting details to get started.
That's so awesome. I noticed something on the roadmap called markers. Can you tell us more about what markers are?
Yes, so markers are very helpful in the way that sometimes, if you're looking at your date fields here, you're using your iterations, if you're working in 1 or 2 week cycles, or maybe even on a quarterly time span, it's still helpful to pull in some additional dates that, kind of draw your eyes to seeing what is coming up next. So as far as roadmap markers, we support a few different types of them. I think the main one here is that you can show any milestone markers. So that is within any of your project items from any of the repositories that they're on. If there are any milestones with dates associated, then you can see these showing up on this green marker here. So you can see that next Friday on the 14th, we are shooting for a GA launch. So it just gives you a little bit of an indication of what is coming up next to make sure that things are on track for things that are coming up. And then also alongside that, there are also supported markers for any iteration fields. So in this case, I can see kind of my sprint boundaries. So I have a little bit more of an idea of when work is expected to stop and start for the week and what I need to account for in moving forward. And then also with custom date fields, if there is anything else that you would like to surface on there. So markers are just another way to stay in tune with any other dates that are associated with your items.
So where can folks go to leave feedback and comments about this feature and stay updated with what's coming up with GitHub Projects?
Yes, so we have a community discussion post that has been gathering feedback on roadmap specifically since we announced the private beta at GitHub Universe last November. So that is the best place to leave feedback on that discussion post, as you may find something that you're looking for, and we're often checking that, responding to make sure that everyone's up to date with recent things that we're putting out there for everyone.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Riley, for telling us all about GitHub project roadmaps. I'm sure our community will find a lot of value from this awesome new feature. Be sure to head over to the discussion board that Riley spoke about to let us know what you think about project roadmaps. You can also let us know what you think in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos, and stay tuned for more checkout videos coming your way very soon.